Welcome from all of us at He Is Risen Ministries. Your support by subscribing and giving a thumbs up helps us keep creating videos that inspire and equip those seeking a deeper walk with the Lord. Today I want to talk with you about something that is both simple and incredibly deep, something that once it settles into your heart can change the way you walk through every single day. We are not walking through life alone. We are being guided. We are being sustained. We are being shaped. And the one doing that is a God who is all-knowing, all-present, and all-powerful. That means He is omniscient. He knows everything. He is omnipresent. He is everywhere at all times, and He is omnipotent. He has all power. Now just pause for a moment and let that sink in. The one guiding your life knows everything about you, everything you've ever done, everything you've ever thought, every tear you've ever shed. He knows your past, He sees your present, and He already understands your future. Psalm 139 tells us that He knows when we sit and when we rise. He understands our thoughts from afar. Before a word is even on our tongue, He knows it completely. That's not distant knowledge. That's personal knowledge. And at the very same time, He is right there with you. Not just aware of you, but present with you. Psalm 139 also says, there is nowhere we can go from His Spirit. If we go up to the heavens, He is there. If we make our bed in the depths, He is there. That means when you sit quietly in your living room, He is there. When you lie awake at night and your mind is racing, He is there. When you're in the middle of a difficult doctor's visit, He is there. When you feel alone in a crowded room, He is still there. And not only does He know everything, and not only is He always present, He is also all-powerful. Romans 8:28 tells us that He works all things together for good for those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means nothing is wasted. Nothing slips through His hands. Even the hard things, even the confusing seasons, even the moments when you wonder what in the world God is doing. He has the power and the wisdom to work it all together. Now here's where this becomes very real for us. We say we believe this. We say we trust God. In fact, every time we pick up a coin, it says it right there. In God we trust. But if we're honest, many times our lives say something a little different. Our lives often say, in God we trust, plus my own plans. In God we trust, plus my own understanding. In God we trust, plus my backup plan, just in case. And before we realize it, we're following a different drumbeat. We're holding on to control. We're leaning on ourselves. We're trying to manage life in our own strength. And that's exhausting. It's like carrying a weight you were never meant to carry. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Notice that phrase, lean not on your own understanding. That's the hard part, because we like understanding, we like control, we like having things figured out. But God is inviting us into something better. He's inviting us to trust Him fully. Let's break this down in simple terms. If God is all-knowing, then He already knows what's best for you. If God is always present, then you are never navigating life alone. And if God is all-powerful, then He is fully capable of bringing about what is good and right. So the question becomes, why do we still struggle to trust Him? Sometimes it's because we can't see the whole picture. It's like trying to understand a movie by watching only one scene. You see something difficult, something confusing, and you think, this doesn't make sense. But God sees the entire story from beginning to end. Another time it's because we've been hurt, we've trusted before, and things didn't go the way we expected. And so we pull back, we say, I'll trust God, but I'm also going to protect myself. And slowly, without even realizing it, we start putting ourselves back in the driver's seat. But here's the truth. God doesn't need help being God. He doesn't need our suggestions. He doesn't need our backup plans. What He desires is our trust, real trust. The kind of trust that says, Lord, I don't understand this, but I trust You. The kind of trust that says, I can't see the outcome, but I know You can. The kind of trust that rests, even when life feels uncertain. Let me give you a simple picture. Imagine you're riding in a car with someone you completely trust. You're not worried about every turn. You're not gripping the seat. You're not constantly asking, "Are you sure you know where you're going?" Why? Because you trust the driver. Now imagine doing that with God, not second-guessing every move, not trying to grab the wheel, not constantly worrying about what's around the next corner, just resting and trusting that He knows exactly where He's taking you. That's what a life relying on Christ begins to look like. It doesn't mean life becomes easy. It doesn't mean there are no challenges, but it does mean there is peace in the middle of it, because your confidence is no longer in yourself. It's in Him. Jesus said in John 15:5, "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." That's a powerful statement. Apart from Him, we can do nothing. But connected to Him, we can live a life that is full, meaningful, and fruitful. So what steps can we take today to truly trust and rely on Him? First, slow down. We live in a fast world. Everything is rushing. Everything is urgent. But trust grows in stillness. Take time to be with the Lord, not just quick words, but real time. Time to listen, time to reflect, time to be still. Second, bring everything to Him, not just the big things, but the small things too, your decisions, your worries, your questions. Philippians 4:6-7 tells us not to be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds. That's the exchange. You bring your concerns, and He gives you peace. Third, let go of control. This is where it gets real, because letting go feels risky, but holding on is what keeps us stuck. When we try to control everything, we end up carrying burdens we were never meant to carry. Trust says, "Lord, this is yours." Fourth, remember who He is. When your circumstances feel overwhelming, go back to His character. He is all-knowing. He is all-present. He is all-powerful. That hasn't changed. No matter what you're facing today, that hasn't changed. Fifth, take the next step in obedience. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just need to take the next step. Trust grows when we act on what we already know. When God nudges your heart, respond. When He leads, follow. Now let's bring this into everyday life. What does this look like on a normal Tuesday? It looks like waking up and saying, "Lord, this day is yours." It looks like facing a difficult situation and choosing to pray before reacting. It looks like trusting Him with your health, your finances, your relationships. It looks like choosing peace, even when everything around you feels uncertain. It looks like surrender, not once, but daily. Because trusting God is not a one-time decision. It's a daily choice, a moment-by-moment choice. And the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. You begin to see His hand in your life. You begin to notice His guidance. You begin to experience His peace. And something beautiful starts to happen. Your life begins to reflect Him. You become more patient, more steady, more at peace. Not because life is perfect, but because your trust is anchored in the One who is. That's what it means to be an image bearer, to reflect His character in the way you live, in the way you respond, in the way you love. And as you continue walking with Him, you realize something incredible. You were never meant to figure life out on your own. You were meant to walk with Him, to rely on Him, to trust Him completely. So today, take a moment, ask yourself honestly, where am I still holding on? Where am I still trying to control things? Where am I saying, "In God I trust," plus me? And then gently place those things into His hands, not with fear, but with confidence, because the one you are trusting knows everything, is always with you, and has all power. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not without help. You are being guided every step of the way. So rest in that today. Walk in that today. Trust Him fully. Got a question you'd like us to explore in a future video? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. For now, rest in the knowledge that the one who loved you first has already prepared a place for you in His eternal family, and may His voice ring clearly and powerfully this very day.